Hello, everyone, and welcome. Happy new moon in Virgo. I think I'm live here. I'm just going to give Facebook a second. Okay, cool. I am officially live and so excited to share with you all about this powerful Virgo new moon that's happening in the midst of so many changes in the cosmos right now. And it's a very supportive new moon, and at the same time, it doesn't mean that it's not going to bring up a lot of emotions and a lot of things that you will be invited to look at in your life so you can really heal them and move into this next level, move into your future. So, new moons are always energetic resets. They give us this opportunity to create a new beginning in our life. It's a beautiful reminder from the universe that we always have the opportunity to begin again. So, regardless of the sign the moon is in, anytime it is a new moon, it is a great time to set your intentions, to look at what you desire to create in your life, and to really take time to go inward and give yourself that nourishment, give yourself that self-care, because new moons aren't necessarily a time where we are called to really be out there and in action mode. They're a time where we're kind of behind the scenes, setting the intention and doing the planning. Hello, Kim. Happy new moon. Hello, Nita. Definitely say hi as you jump on and join me. And if you know anyone who could benefit from this video today, who also follows the moon phases and perhaps is just feeling the energy today, they know something is going on, they know change is happening in their life, they're feeling transformation, feel free to share this video out, because I'm going to be going into detail around the energies of this new moon. So this new moon is happening in the sign of Virgo right now. We are in Virgo season, so that's what makes it a new moon, is the sun and the moon are together and they're pulling in this energy of Virgo. So this is all about looking at our daily routine. Virgo rules over our daily routine, our daily work life, and the key to success in our life really is found in our daily routine. I think that is a quote as well. And it's always something that stuck with me, because often when we're creating changes in our life, we think it has to be like this major change that we have to make, or it's going to take a long time, or it's going to be a lot of work. But really, it's about those daily practices and habits that we have. That's what creates the results we get in our life. And this Virgo new moon is really shining a spotlight on that. What are the daily practices that you have in your life? What are those daily habits? What are those daily routines? And are they serving you? Or is it a time to maybe give them a makeover, to just let go of these practices that you may be doing in default mode that are actually not aligned with what you want to create in the world and where you are going? They're just like an old pattern that has been practiced. This new moon is really going to shed light on that and invite you to really let go of that pattern so you can put something new in place in your life. And it really is supportive. Virgo is an earth sign. It's forming a positive connection as well with Saturn and Capricorn. So we're working with a lot of earth energy, which is very grounding and very supportive at looking at the structures that we have in place in our life, the foundation you have created for yourself. Because when we have that solid foundation in our life, that's where we can really grow. That's where we can really thrive. But if there's something off in that foundation, we won't thrive in the way that we are meant to. Hi, Shailene. Hello. I'm so glad I could do this on my computer today. For so long, I wasn't able to go live on my computer, so I had to be on my phone. So this is cool, and it's just so much easier to see comments. Hi, Ryan. Happy new moon. So feel free to share with me as well your new moon intentions. I love holding space for you. I will energetically hold that space for you to easily manifest those new moon intentions. So yeah, so we are working with a lot of earth energy surrounding this new moon. And this really is that beautiful opportunity to create a foundation that is supportive. So what do I mean by that is actually looking at the practices and habits you do on a daily basis. So do you have a strong meditative practice? What is your health and fitness routine? Virgo really looks at the physical body, our health, how we're fueling our body, what food we are eating, how we are moving our body, how we are sleeping. It's like those little things are actually huge in how we feel and our energy. And our energy is our currency in the world. So we really want to keep our energy in a good, strong place if we want to be a powerful manifester, right? So looking at those practices, do you have a practice every day that rejuvenates your energy, that gets you into a space of feeling in alignment for the day? Like every morning I meditate before I look at my phone or jump on social media or do anything else. I meditate first thing just to get myself in a space of alignment and to be really clear on like how I want to feel as I move throughout my day. Not even so much like what I want to achieve, but how I want to feel as I move throughout my day. So looking at these little practices and just these little changes you can make will make a world of difference in the results you create. And this energy right now is really helping you hone in on the details. Like Virgo season is a time where we are getting more organized. It really is a time where we are looking at more of those little details and those little changes we can make that may seem really small. Like starting your day with a meditation may seem like a small change, but it could lead to something huge in your life if you really commit to taking that time every day just for you, to energetically align, to set your intentions. Like that can change everything. So it's those little changes we are really being called to make right now, and to not underestimate the power that they have and the influence they have on how you feel and how you show up in the world. Hello, Jillian. How are you? Good evening, Heather. Happy new moon. So if you're jumping on, I invite you to share your new moon intentions so I can hold this space for you, what you are creating right now. It's so powerful to just put our intentions like out into the universe, right? Just take them from our mind and put them out into the world. That's where they can really gain momentum. Hi, Megan. Happy new moon. So great to have you here. So the other aspects we see coming into play around this Virgo energy, which the new moon is happening in the sign of Virgo, is healing. There's a lot of healing energy coming through, and Virgo is on the Virgo-Pisces axis in astrology, which is the healing axis. So with Pisces, we see healing on an emotional level. With Virgo, it's about healing our physical body. So there's a lot of healing that can take place around this time, and really that healing is what is paving the way for you to go into the next level. Because if you're holding on to like baggage and trauma from your past, it's always going to cap your success. You can only get so far. But when you really have the courage to do some of that shadow work, to do some of that healing work, that's where you can really move to the next level. So if you're feeling a lot of emotions coming up around this time, they're coming up to be healed. They are surfacing to be healed. It doesn't mean you're going backwards. It doesn't mean you're meant to stay stuck in an old pattern of depression, anxiety, or suffering. Does not mean that at all. These emotions are coming up to be looked at, to be healed, so you can really move forward in your life. So another aspect we see with this Virgo energy is being of service and being in integrity. And it's even like the sign of excellence as well. Like it really gets us to step up to a new standard, to a new level. So just going back to this idea of being of service in the world, like we all have unique gifts and talents that we bring into this lifetime. Like we incarnate with special intuitive gifts, special intuitive talents that we're meant to share with the world. And this Virgo new moon is really asking us how we are sharing that, how we are being of service, especially as we transform globally and we are really stepping into a new earth. Every single human on the planet right now is part of that new earth, part of creating that. And we all take on these different archetypes. We all play a new role in how we're getting there. But what I really encourage you to look at are, what is my role within this? What are the gifts I have? And am I showing up each day and sharing them with the world? Or am I allowing fear to get in the way? Am I allowing that voice that says I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, there's more I have to do to get in the way, right? That fear voice. Or am I allowing my higher self, the wisdom in my soul, to be louder than that? And am I moving forward? Am I showing up? Am I being of service? All of these things are coming into question. All right, let me check in here on the comments. Dana, it's so great to see you. Happy new moon. Welcome. Love these intentions here. Heather, raising my prices after my clerk closes this Sunday. Beautiful. It's a bigger jump outside my comfort zone. So healing the resistance from that. I love that. And again, this energy, this earth energy is very, very practical. So if you have a business, it is looking at how you're structuring your services, how you're offering your services, how like you're working with time, right? Are you honoring your time? Like all of those things, your pricing, like it's a really good time to look at any of those practical changes. Dana, I want to stop relying on others to fulfill my emotional needs. Yes, I get PTSD flashbacks and my partner doesn't know how to be there for me. Oh, sending love. It's hard, right? When we have those experiences and the people in our life aren't always able to like show up and give that support. So I love that you're feeling like you want to cultivate that emotional strength within you. That is so, so powerful. And again, this new moon so, so supportive of that. The earth energy gives us that really solid foundation. So as far as some of the aspects this new moon is making, it's quite busy. It's interacting with a lot of the planets here. So the first one I want to touch on, and one that I find very supportive, is this trine with Saturn in Capricorn. So Saturn's played such a big role this year in really the last 2 years in what we've seen as like a breakdown of the old systems and structures in society that are just outdated and not going to get us to where we need to be or where we're going. It has been a part of breaking that down. So in your own personal life, I encourage you to look over the last 2 years. What's that personal transformation you've been on? Where has there been like a breakdown and a rebuilding in your life? Because that may come into play with this new moon as well, right? To really look at that, and even especially where Saturn's retrograding right now, to look at the lessons of this year. What are some of the main themes that have shown up for you? Has it been around relationships? Has it been around money? Has it been around your level of confidence? Has it been around like showing up and following through? What are the themes that have been in play for you this year? Because Saturn retrograding and directly interacting in a positive way with this new moon is helping you really integrate those lessons so you can move forward. Again, this new moon and this energy right now is about moving forward. It is about living our best life. It is about new opportunities. But in order for you to claim that in your life, you first have to look at, what do I need to heal? What do I still need to integrate? What lessons do I need to learn? Not in a way that you have to be perfect before you move forward. That's actually the shadow side of this energy. The lower octave of this energy is thinking I need to be perfect and I need to have everything perfectly in order before I succeed in my life, before I put myself out there as a healer, before I have my soulmate client. I need to be perfect. I have to have these things in place. That is not true. So it's not about perfection, but it is about integrating lessons. It is about doing that healing. It is about fully showing up for yourself, not in a way that needs to be perfect, but just that commitment to be the best person you can be. Remember, the Virgo energy is all about excellence, doing the best I can, being the best I can be, not because I need approval from other people, not because I need to achieve these certain things before I feel loved in my life, but simply because that is who I am. Like, that's the energy we're feeling into. Are you a person that follows through when you say you're going to do something? Are you somebody that even though you're afraid, you show up and you share your gifts? That's the energy being activated, and it's so positive and so helpful if we lean into it and we see it in that way. So that's a beautiful aspect happening between the moon and Saturn in Capricorn right now. That's very, very supportive of you moving forward and integrating the lessons you have been going through so far this year, right? Really integrating that. So another main aspect that we really see in play is a grand cross, and this is powerful. So this grand cross is also activating the nodal axes, and any time in astrology when the north and south node are interacting with the moon, it is changing our path. It is changing our destiny, because the north node in astrology is all about your soul path. It's what you are here to learn. It's the skills you are here to develop. So anytime this comes into play, and it is with this new moon, the changes you're making now in your life, the intentions you are setting now are going to have a profound effect and influence on your life and what you are able to manifest and create. So be very, very intentional about the energy you are putting out into the universe, about the intentions you are setting, and go back to, like, again, the motivation behind them. Why do I desire to call this into my life? Why do I desire to call this into my experience? What is the motivation? And is this actually aligned with my soul, where my heart is leading me? Or do I just feel I have to do this? Like society is telling me to do this, or other people are taking these actions, so I have to as well. It's like we don't want to be in that energy. We want to trust the wisdom of our heart to really lead the way for us. So this new moon is bringing us back to that in a way as well. What is it you actually desire in your life? And is your daily routine structured in a way that is supportive of that? Because every action you take is helping you get closer to where you desire to be, to living your dream life, or is taking you further away from it. And again, the key is found in that daily routine. It's not just something you do once, it's the things you do consistently that really create that foundation for your life and determine the results you create. So I know I keep coming back to this point, but it's so prominent with this new moon energy, so prominent. Hi, Charlotte, how are you? Heather, money and standing out, meditating on these tonight. Beautiful. Hello, Lamorla. Happy new moon. If you're jumping in now, I would love to hear from you. Feel free to say hello. And also, if you like, you can share your new moon intentions and I'll hold space for you. And later tonight, I'm going to be doing my new moon ritual as well. And anytime I do videos and people have shared their intentions, I do bring that into my new moon ritual. Because there's something about just holding that space, right? It's like there's power when there's people sharing the same vision as you. It's not just you, but there's people sharing in that. So I really do hold space for you and your intentions. And, in our world right now, we're needing that, right? We're needing to come together in more unity and in more support. So, okay, another aspect that we are feeling into around this new moon, that's part of this grand cross, is an opposition with Neptune and Pisces. So opposite the Virgo energy is Pisces. So where Virgo is all about physical healing, it's about our daily routine, it's about like very practical matters, again, like our discipline, our structure, our organization. Pisces is the opposite. That's why they are opposite signs. They're on the same axes. They're both healing energies, but they're opposite. So Pisces is all about your spiritual well-being. It's about your emotional healing. It's about who you are beyond this physical body. So this energy is coming into the mix as well. So of course it makes sense, right? We can't just look at like our physical well-being. In order to really feel at our best and to feel healthy and strong, that also involves our emotional self, how you are feeling, how you are nurturing yourself, your commitment to your spiritual practices. So it's really coming into play right now. And I also see it as a reminder that we are so supported. Like collectively, we are in the midst of a major transformation, right? Major transformation. And we all have different roles to play within this transformation. And I feel in many ways we're at a time of figuring out what those roles are, right? How we are now called to show up, right? How we are now called to share our healing gifts, how we are now called to be of service. And I feel this aspect with Neptune that is connecting us to our higher self, to the spirit realm, is really reminding us of how supported we are in this process, how loved we are. And anytime we cut off from that support, that's when things start to feel really hard in our life. If you are relying on your human strength alone, you'll know when that happens because it feels overwhelming, or you feel like I don't have enough time in the day to complete everything that's on my to-do list. Or you feel drained, or you're asking how is it going to happen, right? How am I going to meet that money goal? How am I going to find that soulmate partner? But when you are in connection to your higher self, to the spirit realm, you have this deep knowing that it's all unfolding in divine and perfect time. and it doesn't feel so hard anymore. You're still showing up and doing your part. And this Virgo new moon, again, it's very practical. You show up, you do your part, you take the actions, you make the changes that need to be made, but then you allow the universe to support you. What are you going to designate to the universe? What help do you need? How can you trust and surrender and allow yourself to lean into more ease and flow in your life? This is available for you at this new moon, and always, it's always available, but this new moon is really reminding you of the importance to receive that assistance, that support, and that divine guidance from the universe. We just need to open our heart and ask and receive, and yes, we do our part always, but there's a bigger force at play that is wanting to assist us as well. Let me know if this is resonating. Feel free to ask your questions. There's just so much energy around this new moon. I feel like I may be jumping around a little bit, but it's just, I mean, the cosmic energy right now is kind of all over as well. There's a lot of really big shifts and a lot of changes, and I've just been studying the chart and really feeling into all of it. All of it, and then trying to put into words how to describe these powerful shifts and just this powerful time that we are in. Kristen, I saw you at the perfect time. Yes. Oh, I'm so glad this came at the perfect time. Beautiful. So the ruler of this new moon is Mercury. Mercury is ruling over this new moon, and we are still in for another Mercury retrograde before we wrap up the end of the year. We have a couple of eclipses coming in retrograde, so there's still a lot of transformation and change yet to come. But when I say that, I don't panic. This can be a really powerful, a really good, and a much needed change, especially again, if we're willing to do our part, we're willing to do the work, we're willing to show up for our life and show up for the world. So Mercury is ruling this new moon, and Mercury is all about communication. It's about the power of your thoughts. It's about the power of your word. So this energy is coming in really, really strongly as well as a reminder of the thoughts that you are entertaining on a daily basis. So if you're just jumping in now, I see some new people join in, say hello. I was talking about this new moon being so much like focused on our daily routine, our daily patterns, our daily habits. So ruled by Mercury, it's also about those daily thoughts that you are entertaining. And really holding yourself to a higher standard about the thoughts that you allow into your life and into your experience. Like every belief we have, every thought we have has an energy and a frequency of its own, right? And that's why we think certain thoughts and like we feel anxiety set in or depression set in, or it triggers certain memories. Other thoughts we think it really gives us hope. It fills us with joy. So really remembering that you can choose the thoughts you tune into, right? And just because you have a thought come into your life, it doesn't mean you have to attach a story around it or become overly attached to it. You can let that go, and you can choose to see things in a new way. We can rewire our brain to think new thoughts. We can cultivate new belief systems, and in many ways, that's at the foundation of what we will create in our life. So be really, really aware of what that mindset is, what those core beliefs are, and be open to the possibility of changing them. Virgo is a mutable sign. Mutable energy is about going with the flow. It is about creating change. It's about knowing that we don't need to stay stuck where we are in our life. We can get from where we are to where we desire to be. And this is a really powerful time to look at the role that your mindset and your beliefs play within that process. Yeah. How you can begin to really change those thoughts and beliefs. And another way this energy of Mercury comes into play as well is really looking at, like, are you honoring your word? I spoke a little bit about this, but I feel again this energy is really coming in. Like when you say you're going to do something, are you honoring that? Are you following through with that? Like this Virgo energy is about excellence, holding yourself to that higher standard on the words that you speak, on having the commitments that you make, following through with that, honoring that. A lot of really beautiful, powerful energy coming in around that. All right, so let me just take a look at the charts and see if I have missed anything. I think I touched on the main aspect here. the main aspects. Okay, actually, this is kind of key too. So while this new moon is happening, we have Mars in retrograde motion, and it's so interesting because I've had a few client calls this week and just chatting with private clients, and there's kind of this energy of like awaiting, right? Waiting for things to happen, waiting for things to come through. It's like a waiting game. So with Mars retrograde, we are kind of asked to slow down. Mars is our life force energy. Mars is about drive and forward momentum and action. And when it's retrograde, things slow down a little bit. We're asked to slow down and turn inward a little bit. So with Mars retrograding during this new moon, at the time of this new moon, set your intentions, be clear on what you are going to manifest, what you desire to create in the world, but let go of a sense of urgency. Let go of a sense of like, this needs to happen now. Let go of the need to make things happen and sink more into this energy of what if I could trust? What if I could allow things to unfold as they are meant to? What if I could trust the universe may have a greater plan than I do? We are definitely, this is a time of planning, this is a time of organization and intention setting, all of those things, but let go of the urgency and instead sink into deeper levels of trust. Trust things are unfolding and coming together as they are meant to. Don't rush, don't push things. Yeah. That's a powerful energy that's coming in for sure. Not to rush, not to push, to trust. To trust it will unfold in perfect time. And again, as part of that, you do your part. You take the action. Erica's going to watch the replay. Yes, it will be up. So good to see you, Erica. Welcome. Lamorla, words are powerful. Yes, they are. They're so powerful. And Virgo being ruled by Mercury reminds us of that. Virgo is an earth sign, but it's ruled by Mercury. So it's like a very down-to-earth energy, but it's very analytical. Like Virgos, anyone that has a lot of Virgo energy in their chart, they have this down-to-earth presence, but they're very much in the space of the mind. They have a very active mind. So if you're feeling that coming in at the time of this new moon, you're feeling lots of thoughts, you're feeling lots of ideas. Just ground that through meditation, breathe through it, because you can also have a lot of really good new ideas coming in. So when we're paying attention and we're cultivating this awareness of our thoughts, we want to release what isn't serving us, but be open to new creative ideas coming in. So just to kind of sum up all of this, all of these powerful energies, to really work with this new moon in Virgo, take a look at your daily routine, take a look at your habits, take a look at those daily practices, take a look at how you're nourishing your body, how you're caring for yourself spiritually and emotionally, and you are so supportive in making any necessary changes that you need to make in order to get to that next level. A lot of healing coming through. So take a look at that daily routine, set your intentions, and allow the universe to support you with that. All right, we are going to wrap up. Chris is a Virgo here. Yay. I love Virgos. Heather's a Virgo sun. Yes, my husband Connor is a Virgo. I'm surrounded by many amazing Virgos in my life, and I'm a water sign. I'm so different than Virgos, but our energies are so compatible, so it's really fun. All right, so anyone that wants to go deeper with this, reach out and ask me about my cosmic activation. As part of that, we will dive deeply into your unique astrology, which is your divine soul blueprint, and I will help you work with that energy to achieve your goals and to get to your next level. So really unleashing your unique intuitive gifts, tapping into your healing gifts, getting clarity on your soul path, really harnessing that energy to move into deeper levels of abundance, more harmonious relationships. There's so many keys that unlock for us when we know our unique astrology and we know our birth chart. It is our blueprint, right? We actually do have a blueprint. When we come into this life, we are actually given a lot of guidance on what we are here to do, the skills we have to support us, the strengths we bring in from past lifetimes, your unique manifesting style. It is all in your birth chart. So if you are interested in that, send me a message. In the cosmic activation as well, we'll also work in the realm of your Akashic records to calibrate your energy to the highest potential and just give you that energetic reset that you need to make, to end, not even just make the most, to really end 2020 feeling confident, feeling empowered, feeling strong, and feeling like you're just killing your goals. You're on track. Because there's a lot of supportive energy if we know how to work with it and we know how it's interacting with our chart. We can really accelerate the results we are creating at this time in our life. Like things that you may have thought would take months to manifest can literally happen in weeks. So many people are experiencing that, just acceleration and how quickly things are manifesting for them. So that just amplifies when we work with our astrology, our unique blueprint, and when we work in the space of the records. So reach out, ask about the cosmic activation if that's speaking to you and you want to go deeper with this. Otherwise, enjoy this new moon energy. Thank you everyone who joined me. If you're on the replay, share those intentions. I will bring them into my new moon ritual with me. Sending so much love and light to you all, and I will see you very soon. Bye.